Okay, so let's take a look at how you can install Bitnami's Hadoop virtual machine. So if you go to official bitnami.com, you will find this applications button where we are going to check for Hadoop. Right now, if we go to that particular page, we can check for virtual machines. Right, and here you see at the bottom you have .ovi format file. I just downloaded this and it looks something like this, right? So if you have VMware or VirtualBox, you can open this file. Double click, select VMware workstation if you have, and if you have VirtualBox, you will have to go through its own application interface to open that file. So now that this is taking some time, that means it is going to open wizard for me, right? It will ask you what you want to name this virtual machine. So we are going to name it Hadoop test machine. You can choose the storage path, can simply go to different directory, right, and choose it. So if I choose simply Hadoop, I can import it there, right? So file will be created on that particular location. So let that process complete. After that, we will visit that folder and see what are the things that changed. So basically the file that we downloaded will have its own components which are being imported here, right? Those components will be moved to that particular location, and from there those will be accessed while we are running our Hadoop image, right? One more thing is here you will have application username as user, password will be user, or there is also one more username which is Bitnami and Bitnami, right? So that is another point. Meanwhile, let this import complete. Depending on your RAM, this may take a while, right? So if you have 8 GB of RAM, it may take a minute or two, right? I could skip this, but I'm just telling you that so that you can get the idea. Also, you get the point where it is being moved, right? So we're going to take a look at that particular location. You can go to EVM and here you see Hadoop, right? So let's minimize, and here you see there is option to power up this machine. Memory is 7 GB, big memory is being taken. Then hard disk 14.9 GB, right? So it's a bit high-end machine that is being created, right? So let this run. As you can see, it will be installing Debian and it is booting up. Here it will also ask you for a particular username, so we'll give it Bitnami and Bitnami so it can finish the login, right? So here you see the Bitnami login and Bitnami password. give it something simple. So I just added 2 next to BitNami to move ahead. As you can see, it has managed to give you the username BitNami at Debian, right? Now one more thing is, now that we have our application ready, we can go ahead and try out VMware Hadoop. Okay, so let's try out this Hadoop, right? That means it is running. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll type in Hadoop, then version, and you will get the version of Hadoop. Next is we will have to type in sudo, then / opt, then / bitnami, then / ctl script .sh, then start, right? And as you can see, it is already running, right? And if you want to start the same or stop the same, just change this to stop. If you want to restart, use same path and restart. Now if you want to get the server IP address, what you can do, you typically type in sudo ifconfig, right? And you get your server's address, which is inet address, that says inet 192.168.1.7, right? There is also inet 6 and others below, which are a bit cryptic but IP6 addresses, right? So what I will do is I will simply use 192.168.1 and 7, right? I will try now copy this. Okay, so when you open the virtual machine, you will notice that there is a line in blue that says welcome to Hadoop. Next line, built in Debian or something. Then comes yellow part where you get the URL 192.168.1.7. It takes user and HFS something, and that is big password. It will be randomly generated, right? So for each one of us it would be different. So if you downloaded this virtual machine, you would get different password, right? So you can use that to access Hadoop, right? So here if I type in, say, bitnami 2, here you see I logged in. Now I can go and access this particular application on 192.168.1.7, which is a cluster. We'll take username with user, and then whatever that password is, HFS2CIH, right? Let's sign in, and here you see Hadoop cluster being accessed, right? So the information given to you here for username and password, that pretty much takes you to this Hadoop application, right? Here you can find out your nodes, right? So here you see one node label, default rank localhost 466.11, and it's on localhost 8042. Now coming back to our application, we can simply use exit to come out of this particular prompt, right? Okay, there is also one more thing that you can check out, is this command sudo then opt bitnami, then comes bitnami helper dash tool. It will tell you the most used commands. As you can see, remove the BitNami banner, set up let's encrypt, manage the services, run the BitNami support, quit, can click on manage the services, get status of services. All the services are running, Apache, Hadoop, HiveDB, right? Finally, use exit to come out of your BitNami's prompt. You can use exit to come out of your user account and it will take you to the login prompt.